Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, March Madness Bracketology time 2.0. My updates on March Madness, guys. Let's get right into it. It's a beautiful day outside. Wow, has it been phenomenal now that we've reached March. Let's go to the bracket matrix. Oh, I love the bracket matrix this time of year. It's so fresh. It's so unbelievable. And guys, I think we're all happy. Michigan got destroyed by Illinois on Tuesday night. Michigan fans were getting very ignorant. They were getting very overzealous. And they got whipped by Illinois. Very good win for Illinois. Michigan right now, I would say, is now the number 3 overall 1 seed. I know it says Baylor is because some bracket randomly has them ranked second. The cheese bracket has them ranked second. But yeah, I would say Baylor's the number 2 overall team behind Gonzaga. Michigan moves to 3rd. They ended up rebounding last night with a win against Michigan State. And then Illinois, who has a phenomenal matchup this weekend against Ohio State, is the final number 1 seed. Alabama is overrated and will not make the Sweet 16, guys. Read it and weep. I'm sick of hearing about them. Illinois, I like, excuse me, Iowa. You know, I like Iowa, but they have no defense. Ohio State will have a chance to possibly move back onto the one line or at least be in conversation if they beat Illinois. West Virginia, not buying them. Houston, Villanova, no thanks. Kansas, guys, you see that game last night, Kansas versus Utep? Oh, man, I was watching that game. I love March. Kansas almost lost to Utep. They randomly scheduled it because the coronavirus season is crazy, so they randomly schedule games. Oh, UTEP almost beat them. It would have been awesome. I have nothing against Kansas. They beat Baylor. It was a good win. But they're right there. We've got, who are some of the, Arkansas, no chance at a Sweet 16 for Arkansas. Florida State, I don't love them. Texas is a solid team. Oklahoma State, can you say first round exit? They're gonna lose to a 13 seed. Just watch. Purdue, if the bracket sets up for them, we'll see. But guys, I want to talk about bubble teams. By the way, I hate Loyola Chicago. I hate them. I like Drake, though. I like Drake, yeah. Look at the bubble team. How about Michigan State? Guys, Michigan State didn't even make a 3-pointer last night. They were 0 of 9 against Michigan. They scored 50 points. I mean, come on. I know Michigan's good, but you got to make a 3-pointer. Wichita State looks like they're in the field in most brackets. Boise State, they've had a good season there in the Mountain West. Xavier and Colorado State. Guys, this is my team right here. Georgia Tech and Umass Lowell. Guys, Umass Lowell is on a little bit of a run. They're kind of my team. If they go on a run, they win their conference tournament, they're going to be probably a 14 or 15 seed. We'll be talking about them. Are they in any of these brackets? Look at Wright State was in some brackets and then they lost. Oh, so they're not going to get the auto bid out of the horizon. Looks like Oakland is in one of the brackets. It's fun to see those teams there at the bottom. Just looking at other teams. Yeah, Penn State, guys, they're only, in one bracket. As you can see, Kentucky, same thing. Those are decent teams. Indiana, wow, did they play themselves out of a spot there. So these are just all the teams looking in. Seton Hall is a massive bubble team right now. So is St. Louis. Duke. They might try and put Duke in for ratings. The problem is Duke just hasn't been good at all. So it may be tough to put them in. But guys, let's take a look at Joe Lunardi's The Godfather. His updates. This updated last night. Looks like Joe Lunardi, wow, staying up till 11:30. That old man stays up later than me. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Joe Lunardi has Gonzaga as the number 1 overall team. First team out of the tournament, Seton Hall. Last team in, Boise State. I think that's a little disrespectful to Boise State. They should be solidly in. Let's take a look at the last 4 buys. Louisville. Rutgers. It should be like an 8 seed. They're good. Georgia Tech. I love Georgia Tech. Virginia Commonwealth. Haven't we seen enough of Virginian Commonwealth as a lower seed in March Madness, and they always lose in the first round? I'm sick of hearing about them. We've got Drake as the last 4 in. Michigan State. That was a pathetic performance last night. I know you're facing Michigan. You can't make a 3-pointer. It's pathetic. Xavier, I don't love Xavier. And then there's Boise State. First 4 teams out. Seton Hall, Utah State, St. Louis, Duke, and then the next 4 out. So these teams, you still have a chance. How about Syracuse stifling Clemson? I do not buy Clemson at all. Clemson, they're going to be an 8 seed, and they're going to lose to whoever they face as a 9 seed. Guaranteed. SMU, okay, Memphis, and then Ole Miss, who has a decent offense, guys. This is the overall tournament. There's Clemson as an 8 seed. They're pathetic on offense. I'm not buying them. But guys, I was looking at this, and you want to know something I love about this bracket, guys? You want to know the one team that I think this bracket sets up great for? The Ohio State Buckeyes, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. You've got a nice, easy 15 seed, and then you get with Missouri, possibly the worst 7 seed, an SEC team. The SEC is horrible. I think St. Bonaventure would beat Missouri, and then Ohio State would have an easy second-round matchup. And then you get the 3 seed, Villanova. Oh, that sets up great. Obviously, you don't want to face Baylor, but that wouldn't be until the Elite Eight, so that sets up good for Ohio State. Looking at how it sets up for Michigan, it sets up pretty good. You'd obviously win the first game. You'd probably face a Loyola Chicago. I would expect Loyola Chicago to beat UCLA, although UCLA isn't terrible. And then you're probably looking at, I don't like Oklahoma State. This is a good setup for Michigan. They'd probably face Creighton here in the, that'd be the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8. I'm not sure. I forgot. But guys, Illinois is the other number 1 seed. How does it set up for them? Looks like they get Florida or UConn. UConn surging a little bit, but I think it sets up decent. Colorado, Kansas. So I'm trying to see where Houston's there. Houston's with Gonzaga. Gonzaga has a free walk to the Sweet 16 in this type of bracket. I don't think Virginia's any good this year. Texas is good. If I was Gonzaga, I really wouldn't want Texas as a 4 seed. Like, I would rather face Purdue as a 4 seed. Who's the other 4 seed? Oklahoma. Yes, I would rather face Oklahoma State 100%. Kansas is a good 4 seed, although they did almost lose to Utep last night. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And then, wow, who's the 3 seed here? Florida State this is a crappy bracket with Alabama as the 2 seed, Florida State is the 3 seed. Oklahoma, no thank you. I think Drake and not Michigan State. I think Drake could knock off Oklahoma. Michigan State, you got to make a 3-pointer. And then you go look at the net ratings here. Can we load the net rating? Guys, look at this. 9 days away. We're getting there. The net ratings, you've got a team like Gonzaga and Baylor at the top. We know Michigan dropped back down a little bit. Illinois hanging on right now at number 4. Houston, Iowa. Alabama somehow ahead of Ohio State. Colgate. We know the net ratings are obsessed with margins of victory. That's why Colgate out of the Patriot is there at number 9. Villanova, I'm not buying them. Arkansas, no thanks. So those are just some of the teams right there in the net ratings. How about St. Bonaventure? Nearing the top 25, Creighton at 26. I agree. I don't think Creighton's that good. People have Creighton like a top 15 team. I'm not seeing it, guys. But, guys, how about this? Let's take a look at the top matchups for today. We need to update this because there's games going on right now. It's noon Eastern time. There's actual games going on. But, guys, the number 1 matchup tonight to watch, Colorado State and Nevada. Guys, Friday nights, they're a little bit weak when it comes to college basketball. Not for me. I love these games. How about Dayton and Virginia Commonwealth facing St. Bonaventure playing right now? They started at 11 a.m. Can we get a score update? Can we get a St. Bonaventure score update? Can we click on something here? We're not going to find one. Looks like Ohio and Bowling Green. Someone got COVID a little bit there. That's tough. You know what, guys? There's a game on tonight that I think everyone needs to watch. And that game is actually Warner Pacific taking on Montana. Montana trying to up their resume a little bit, facing a Division II school. They're 39.5-point favorites and have a 99.7 chance to win. How about Our Lady of the Lake taking on Rice? Guys, you schedule Division II teams. I love it. I love when teams schedule Division II teams. By the way, Mississippi Valley State is the worst team in Division I basketball. Maybe they get a big win. They're playing on primetime. Arkansas Pine Bluff. That game's got to be on ESPN Plus at least, right? You'd hope it would be. I don't know, guys. Let's take a look at Saturday. Oh, my God, guys. The orgasm with Illinois and Ohio State, 4 o'clock, ESPN, early March. OMG. Matchup quality, 98.2 out of 100. Really, I was actually disappointed in this Saturday slate because I thought there was going to be another really good game. The next best game is USC and UCLA. I don't want to watch SEC basketball. Guys, how about Duke? Duke, North Carolina. It is, both the teams aren't very good this year, but it's still a good rivalry. Come on, give us some other matchups. These are all TBD. How about Warner Pacific taking on Montana again? I like what Montana's doing. They're trying to build their resume. Beat the Division II schools, build the resume a little bit. I like what they're doing. Montana, a dark horse for the tournament. They're trying to get on a little bit of a run. I like the momentum plays from Montana. But guys, yeah, kind of a light slate. How about Butler at Creighton? Creighton should win that game easily. Butler's not very good. Creighton, 14.5-point favorites. Georgia at home taking on Alabama. A weird 2 o'clock CBS game. Alabama, 11-point favorites. How about Pittsburgh at Clemson? Guys, give me Pittsburgh for an upset win in that one over Clemson. How about that one on at noon? But guys, the one game. Oh, what's this one? Rutgers at Minnesota. Minnesota 0-10 on the road, but they're at home in the barn. They're a 1-point favorite. That's at noon on Fox. Rutgers, they're kind of a bubble team right now. They need some wins. They need to win this game. It's going to be close. If they lose this game, could they be on Lenardi's first 4 out? Rutgers, that's a tough game. Indiana at Purdue. Yeah, Indiana needs this game badly. I don't think they're going to get it. Purdue's been playing some good basketball. Florida State at Notre Dame. You know, Notre Dame is an interesting team. They win some games. They've been struggling recently. We'll see. Oklahoma State at Virginia Tech, at West Virginia. The battle of the overrateds, guys. The battle of the overrateds. But this big one, guys, 4 o'clock ESPN. So late afternoon ESPN game. Illinois, Ohio State, you got to be kidding me. I mean, that game's unbelievable. How about the Sunday games? We've got Florida at Tennessee. Tennessee's really struggling. A random ESPNU game. Randomly on ESPN2. Penn State at Maryland, and then we've got Texas Tech at Baylor. I would think this Texas Tech-Baylor game would be rated higher. I don't know why it's only an 86 matchup quality. Wisconsin at Iowa is a phenomenal game, although people expect Iowa to win. Iowa just doesn't play defense. It's gonna be tough to push them deep into March Madness with their lack of defense, guys. I'm sorry, Iowa fans. You do have a great offense, though. Other games, there's really not any other games. A lot of conference tournaments happening. The lower, mid-major conferences having tournaments. Some big-time stuff there. Let's take a look at the BPI here. Just quickly, the offensive leader, Iowa. The defensive leader is Houston, and the overall leader is Gonzaga. UTSA, a trending team, up 40 spots right now. That is important to note. Take a look at the top 10 there if you want to look at it. You can look at it on ESPN. Resume. Let's see who has the best resume. Most quality wins. It's going to be Michigan. How about strength of schedule? Penn State. I know they're 9-13, guys. Penn State's a good team. They are a good team. But you take a look at all the Big Ten teams. Big Ten. Whew. 4 out of the top 7. God, the Big Ten. Ooh. It's so good. But guys, that is Bracketology 2.0. We're going to be watching teams like Seton Hall, Rutgers in their big game at the barn in Minnesota. Minnesota, they can't win a game on the road, but they can win at home. We're going to have to see with that. And then, guys, the game of the weekend, Ohio State hosting Illinois. If the Buckeyes win, they will gain momentum, heading possibly back to the 1 line. If Illinois wins, they will solidify their spot as the 4th overall #1 seed. They trounced Michigan, and we're all happy they trounced Michigan because Michigan fans were getting annoying, and it was fun to see them get destroyed. But guys, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure you're following me on Twitter for more updates. That link's always in the description, guys. I am, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.